Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. And the Cavaliers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Looking for space. It's Davidson. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game. And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Davidson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option. Look, they're trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing fourth and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants to go deep. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tiger! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Ripping through the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second and long here. To throw, it's Hamilton. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Pressure's there and he lets it go.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The ball hits at the 5 and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team.
Turns on the Jets. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the big quarterback.
Hunt is on its way. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Keeps it, looking for room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They'll run him again. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. He now has 91 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Moving the pocket, it's Denson. Turns it upfield. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Pulls it. He'll toss it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
Anytime the pitch man is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Dixon. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Gets open down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Tigers sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep...
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 50. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. In the backfield, it's Gibson. Turning it on! A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On the direct snap, it's Gibson. He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! His third touchdown of this game, and his third on the season. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Cavaliers sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Under pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Heaves it on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. On the return. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams proving to be special. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Beebe. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, Coach
makes a grab and room to run. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
checking in from the Virginia sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Holly, what do you have?
Guys, down on the home team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Dropping back, it's Denson. Turns it upfield.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Back has it. He'll take it himself. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Cavaliers head coach coming out of the locker room. The biggest concern he has right now is their offense. They do have an opportunity to take the field and start the third quarter. He said, we have got to gain momentum. This home team and home crowd is making it difficult, but he said, I believe in our guys. We talked at the half, we've made some adjustments, and we'll see if they're able to come out and get back on track to start the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Offense gets set for second down. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Hits inside, it's Johnson. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. Out wide right, it's Burrows. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
RPO complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Right side, it's Hawkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Max got it on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
Direct snap. It's Gibson. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's fourth and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with first and goal.
Snap to the back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Hits the hole. It's Beebe. All over him immediately.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the option. Pass to 6. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A first down for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
From the gun, it's Gibson. He's dropped.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Turns up, it's Hawkins. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some field goal. On the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Number 81, set to advance on the fly.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. After swapping into the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Dixon. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. All the way back to the 15. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Off play action on 1st down. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Dixon. Caught, and he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Cavaliers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Looking to throw, it's Denson. They're all over him. Makes the grab. He's stopped. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Handoff for Jarrett. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. If the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Gets the back moving. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. It's so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Bring him down.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable. Put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Plows his way ahead. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Long way to go on second down. On the run, it's Beebe. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride him again. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Slips through the line. Gives him the big stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Paul.
Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Beebe. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.